Welcome to another episode of the Sound 228. My name is Lisa Wills.
And I am Matt James. How are you all doing, people?
I know, right? We have got an awesome show for you tonight. We've got our grudge match, of course. And then we are going to be having Denver, Colorado act Wake Me join us. So I'm excited about that. How we always start, what are you listening to?
Well, I've been listening to a bit of a mix of everything because I've been jamming the best place that you can hear the best new fucking rock in town, and that's the Sound 228 app. So yeah, I've been listening to a bit of that.
Sure.
Caught the Ben Jewel premiere we did today, banging
Yeah.
track. So that
Yeah.
drops tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that, people. It's a great track. But yeah, I've just been jamming. So I've been so busy doing work, making stuff behind the scenes for Riff that I've just had that on in the background. So
Okay. All right. Well, hey Michelle, what's up? Um yeah, I've been listening to the new Zana track, The Archer, which is so sick. My God. And if you haven't seen our interview with Zana, head over to our YouTube and please go check it out. It was a great interview. I've also been listening to a lot of Dead Eyes and of course Kingdom Collapse because they just came out with their new song, the title track from their album that's coming this October called Survivor. Um, Any Given Sin, of course, New Varsity. There's been a lot of I feel like my release radar the past couple weeks has been absolute fire.
yeah, it's been pretty. It's like the industry's picked up really, really fucking big in the past month, I'd say.
Yeah, like what I feel like that's how it is though with spring. I feel like everyone sort of tries and gets shakes off the cobwebs after the holidays and then in January they all push really hard into gear. So that way by April, May, all the new music starts coming out. So for those of you who are dropping music in January, February, smart. Uh ooh, Michelle, oh, going to see store. Oh, you're going. So on Saturday, there is a local benefit for Kirk Merritt. It's a huge yeah, he passed away last month. It's a huge benefit for him. And that's over at the Hot Spot. So if you are local, please go and check out the lineup. It's pretty awesome. A lot of great local bands. So
Yeah, it's
that'll
happening
be
all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
right. It's the whole weekend. It's a 3-day
Yeah.
thing. And I think kids 12 and under are free. I could be wrong. But yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Do you have any other shows? Well, Matt, since now Michelle got me on shows, do you have shows coming up?
I don't have shows coming up per se, but I did see something sick that was announced the other day.
What'd you say?
Self Deception and Anchor co-headline tour.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I
that's I think December. I think that is. So yeah,
oh,
yeah. Lauren Babbitt's main support, and then yeah, Anchor and Self Deception. Which while we're on the subject of new music, I still need to check out their new album, which is dropped.
what, self-deception?
Yeah, I still haven't listened to it all the way through yet. So
Yeah, no, I haven't had a chance to listen to it all the way through either, but it's just
no.
so damn good. I've got yeah, tomorrow night I'm excited because I'm gonna see Twist It for the first time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been dying to see them, and I feel like every time that they were down in my area, I was working at events somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited that I can finally catch Twisted and hopefully, I'll go talk to them or whatever, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see our boys in Kingdom Collapse tomorrow night on tour right now with Red and Raw, and Twisted is the opener, so I'm excited about that. Dead Eyes, Rock on the Hills coming up in a couple weeks. That's a sick lineup. Then what? Rock the Mountains, Vans Warp Tour is coming through DC. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I feel like this summer.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I have been so tempted to go to Download. So tempted. Well, Raptors are playing the Wednesday, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh God.
They're playing
Oh,
the Dogtooth stage, I believe, on Wednesday. So
oh my goodness.
it's in the campground area bit because obviously the festival doesn't start till
Thursday.
Friday.
Oh, Friday, right? Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's Wednesday that because the camping starts Wednesday to Sunday, and they're playing one of the stages in the camp area, what they call the village.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought I'd go
All
and
right.
see them play Download Festival because I know it's in the village, but it's still Download Fest, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I really did enjoy Download. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Okay. Well, we've got a grudge match that we need to get to. We've got 12 Stones featuring Lyric Noel going for a Hall of Fame win against the new contender, which is Survivor by Kingdom Collapse. This is the title track from their album coming out via Mascot Records this fall. So, two videos, video number 1, video number 2. Put your vote in the comments. And you ready?
I'm ready. Let's rock and roll.
All right, let's go.
How you guys doing?
Hey, how are you?
Doing all right?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I know we've been waiting for the results. Yeah. It is cancer. It is stage 3. It is treatable, though.
But we've got to move fast, so we're going to schedule surgery.
Cause I'm a survivor. I know just what it's like to say that everything's been ripped away. I am drowned inside the pain. Yet the sun always comes out again. And I know that it's not the end of me. I will never fall, I will never die, and I will still be standing in the fire. Even through it all, I was made to rise higher and higher, cause I'm a survivor. Cause I'm a survivor. I know just what it's like to feel like all these wounds will never heal, and pain's the only thing that's real. Yet the sun always comes out again, cause this is not the end. I will never fall, I will never die, and I will still be standing in the fire. Even through it all, I was made to rise higher and higher, cause I'm a survivor. I know just what it's like to say that everything's been ripped away, cause I am drowned inside the pain. I know just what it's like to feel like all these wounds will never heal, when pain's the only thing that's real. But I will never fall, I will never die, and I will still be standing, and I will still be standing. I will never fall, I will never die, and I will still be standing in the fire. Even through it all, I was made to rise higher and higher, cause I'm a survivor. Cause I'm a survivor. Even through it all, I was made to rise higher and higher, cause I'm a survivor.
Banger.
Yeah, Crooked Media back at it again. If you are in the San Antonio area and you're looking to have a music video done, hit them up. They are incredible. They do such a great job. every
Yeah,
single time.
definitely. We had
Um,
them on as an interview we did with
we
them.
did. We interviewed them a couple years ago, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
they were
we'll have to
great.
get them back on at some point, I reckon.
Yeah, we should.
great.
Jonathan, the vocalist of that band, Kingdom Collapse, Jonathan Norris, they recently shared some behind the scenes type of stuff for the making of that video. And also Jonathan shared that, you know, he watched his dad pass away right before his eyes when he was 8 years old. I mean, he has his own survivor story. So if that anthem, it's another anthem from Casey Always that lifts you up. So if you can, you know, you got your own story, make sure you go to their socials and comment on that. They were asking people to share
Yeah.
their story.
And
So
I believe you can pre-order the album.
I think you can. I think I'm gonna have to look in a second at the mascot.
I'm just gonna tell you, go and do it.
Yes.
Go and do it.
We may or may not have already heard the album. So
Yeah, go and do it.
please,
All right.
definitely, it's absolute banger after banger. It's a great album, and I'm so proud of these guys. So, all right, that was the Challenger Kingdom Collapse in video number 1, and video number 2 is going for a Hall of Fame win. This is 12 Stones featuring Lyric Noel with World So Cold.
And you're watching the sound.
It starts with pain, followed by hate, fueled by the endless questions no one can answer. A stain covers your heart, it tears you apart just like a sleeping cancer. No, I don't believe men are born to be killers. I don't believe the world can't be saved. How did you get here and when did it start? An innocent child with a thorn in his heart. What kind of world do we live in, where love is divided by hate, losing control of our feelings? We all must be dreaming this life away in a world so cold.
Are you sane? Where is the shame? A moment in time passes by. You cannot rewind. Who's to blame? When did it start? Is there a cure for your sickness? Have you no heart?
No, I don't believe men are born to be killers. I don't believe the world can't be saved. How did you get here and when did it start? An innocent child with a thorn in his heart. What kind of world do we live in, where love is divided by hate, losing control of our feelings? We're dreaming this life away. What kind of world do we live in, where love is divided by hate, selling our souls for no reason? We all must be dreaming this life away in a world so cold. There's a sickness inside you that wants to escape.
It's a feeling you get when you can't find your way.
So how many times must you fall to your knees? Never, 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 never done it again. It starts with pain, followed by hate. I don't believe men are born to be killers. I don't believe the world can't be saved. What kind of world do we live in, where love is divided by hate, losing control of our feelings? We're dreaming this life away. What kind of world do we live in, where love is divided by hate, selling our souls for no reason?
All right. Video number 2 from 12 Stones featuring Lyric Noel. So now it's your time to make your voice heard. So video number 1 is Survivor by Kingdom Collapse. Video number 2 is 12 Stones, World So Cold. So go ahead and get those votes, video number 1 or video number 2, and we'll see if 12 Stones moves on to the Hall of Fame or if Kingdom Collapse will take on a new contender. So while we're waiting for our guest, we do have some shows that we need to talk about that are coming to the Biloxi area, specifically at the Sanctuary. All right, we've got Envision with them guys, Crooked Souls, and After Dusk coming up on June 26th. It's going to be a good show. And then the Beast of the East tour. I can't read what it says. It says
Gunfall and Werewolves.
okay, great. Okay, that is going to be so that's June 24th. That's actually first. Okay, what else we got coming up? Ooh, Plush, Major Moment, Serena's Fire, and Shades of Wisteria in September. That's going to be a great show. Gosh, I haven't seen Plush in a couple of years. And if you haven't seen my interview with Plush, please head over to our social media and check it out.
Yeah, keep your eyes on our social media because I'm pretty sure that there's a few more shows that we've got lined up.
We do. We've got some stuff that we can't talk about, but
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
Yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. I know of a couple, but I'm not going to say nothing. But yeah, just keep your eyes peeled on our social. Go and follow us on YouTube, please, because we are trying to get that up as many subscribers as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some exclusive YouTube content once I get my ass into gear and do some video reacts with Gina.
What is that SpongeBob thing? It's like, 5 years later or something, or the lady from Titanic. It's been 80 years.
I had to lock in for a song that's dropping tomorrow that I haven't been able to fit into my schedule. So it's going to have to be done at some point.
Someone crack out like the really small violin. If you want to see 12 Stones, they're actually headlining an event in Hanover, Pennsylvania on June 6th. It's called Rock on the Hill. I will be there. I believe Anne, she's in the comments. She's our senior writer. She will probably also be there. It's 12 Stones, Windwalkers, Deadeyes, Enemy. The lineup, Etched in Embers is going to be there. It's an actually really good lineup. So if you have a chance, tickets are like $30, I think, for the festival. It's a one-day festival. Please come and check it out. It's a really good time. You can bring a canopy, you can bring chairs, you can just chill, or you can be on the rail next to me because that's where I'm going to be. Rocking out, screaming my heart out to Deadeyes. Only place to be. Deadeyes is currently on tour right now with All That Remains. What? Did you get the graphic?
About Rock on the Hill for a second.
What? Oh, yes. There's the set times. They just let those out today. So we've got Main Stage, Who They Fear. It's a weird time for them. 1,000 Frames, Sever Red, Project 9, Hate Grenade, Brendan Starr, Reign of Z, Enemy, Deadeyes, Windwalkers, and 12 Stones. Then we have, I can't really read that. I want to say
Black Secrets, Lives Lost, Etched in Embers, Defiant, Lyndhurst, and
Autumn Academy.
It is a
great lineup.
The sound is going to be there.
Yeah, if you're what?
So the sound's going to. Well, you're going to be there, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm going to be there. Yeah, of course, I'm going to be there. It's like 3 hours away, so I'm definitely going. I'm not going to miss an opportunity to see Deadeyes. Are you kidding me? Their album, and Etched in Embers, right? Because Tackle Hugs are incoming. They've already been forewarned. I will take them to the ground as soon as I see them. I don't think I've seen Etched in Embers in person in 2 years. So I'm very excited to see.
The last time you saw them was down in the depths of hell.
Last time I saw them, maybe I didn't get a signed poster for that one. I don't think I did. Oh, wait, I did. It's right there. It was in. It says, no, that can't be right. No, that's not right. It doesn't say what year it was. I think it was at least 2 years ago. Is the last time that I saw Etch Numbers. It was the last time that I was down actually in Biloxi at our Dirty 30 Fest. So for those of you that don't know,
Wow.
no, and I'm not going to tackle you. But for those of you who don't know, I live in Virginia. So for me to come down to where the sound is located in Biloxi is a flight and an expensive one. So I don't get to come down there a whole lot, but I'm very excited to come down there. Okay, Anne's with Dirty 30. So it was 2 years ago. Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
2 years since I've seen Russ, Chance, and the guys in person. So I'm excited to do that at Rock on the Hill. Hey, Josh, how are you? What's going on?
My boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love that.
Then there's also Rock the Mountains. That's coming up as well. You're going to go find that graphic too?
If you want to talk about it, yeah, I can.
Sure, I'll talk about it. Rock the Mountains is happening this August. I think it's the very end of August in Cumberland, Maryland. It's a 3-day festival. They've got, I know they've got Shallow Side on Friday. They've got Blacktop Mojo on Sunday. There's Cold. There's the reunion of Evans Blue. Evans Blue is going to play Rock the Mountains, which is absolutely insane to me. There we go. There it is.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
cool.
quick, aren't I?
You are quick. So Friday on August 21st, we've got Cold, Evans Blue, Soil. Smile Empty Soul, Shallow Side. A lot of other great local bands. Then on Saturday, it's Drowning Pool, Saliva, Small Town Titans. If you have never seen Small Town Titans, woo, some pipes on that boy.
That's a
Come
great
check.
spot for them too.
It's so good, so good. And then on Sunday, the headliner is Sebastian Bach. Blacktop is Evans Blue doing a whole tour. I did not know that. Sebastian Bach, Blacktop Mojo, Cody. I can't read it. Cody Parks, Gunshine.
Yeah,
a bunch of other
lineup. Sick lineup.
It is, and I think the Thursday, Scotty Austin is in the house as well. So that is Small Town Titans is absolutely insane.
Right.
So yeah.
I want to give a shout out to my boy Ben.
Yeah.
Now, everyone who's watching, midnight tonight, Let Me See is Ben's debut solo single. Features Jared from Head PE. Go and check it out. It's a banger.
Ben Jewel doesn't disappoint.
No.
Come on.
Come
on.
It's a great track.
Oh, I see. We even got I'm curious now about this Evans Blue tour because I haven't seen that. Kevin is not with us tonight, so now I've got to go ahead and look it up. But hey, Brendan, how you doing? Brendan's star is
I'm
well, of
pretty
course
sure
you're going to see us
will
there.
her at Rock on the Hill, Brendan.
You will. I picked up my ticket the other day.
We love you, Ben.
Yes, Evans Blue. He says that there is a tour coming for Evans Blue. I am going to look.
Do we?
Okay, I don't see anything. I don't see a mention about a tour, so maybe Kevin knows something that I don't, which is very possible. But I think anyone who's into this kind of music, you know who Evans Blue is. They've been gone for a while. It's been a minute. So I'm excited to see the reunion of Evans Blue. What are you guys going to see this summer? Do you have any good festivals coming your way? Good shows? Oh my gosh. What's up, Dawson? We are excited for Wake Me. You best believe.
We got royalty in the house.
We do. Chris Dawson in the house.
Yeah. He's gonna be late. So we gotta talk. Yeah, Kevin's.
Oh, okay, great.
We gotta talk bollocks for like 20 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
That's not true.
No, well, I don't know why Kevin said he was, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, But yeah, there's great stuff going on. I just saw, and Lisa's just convinced me to go, that Crowbot is actually playing my local venue.
Right, his local venue, which literally holds like 150 people.
It's a tiny little, well, it's called the Cavern for a reason.
It's tiny, and they're coming to your local venue, and all you have to do is walk like a mile, go down to the Cavern and see Crowbot. They will blow you away.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm gonna, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So we have our guest in the house.
So do we want to bring him in? Do we want to?
Well, I'm sure he'd probably rather just come in than sit there while we just talk shit. So absolutely.
Right. Let's bring Justin in from Wake Me.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. How are you? Let me try to get my correct video going here. Oh, here we go. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure I didn't have crappy quality audio video stuff going on because it's happened before. It's not fun.
It's always the fight, right? It's always the fight, no matter when you like try and do an interview and you come on camera and you're hoping that everything's working right. And then sometimes inevitably it fails. And then
Trust
you
me,
can't.
there's one person that we have on the podcast, and we've had him on quite a lot. And every time he comes on, there's always internet issues. Jonathan Norris, Kingdom Collapse, always has connection issues.
Oh
or
man,
something going on. It's crazy. But
Anyway, but we are, yeah, we're very excited to have you. So welcome to the Sound 228 podcast. You guys have been a band for a minute now.
yeah, we have. The four of us have been playing together for a really long time, but this kind of version of the band that we kind of are honing in on now, we kind of rebooted in 2017. So yeah, I guess that's 9 years if you're counting, something like that. So yeah, but we've all been playing for a lot longer than that. So it's in kind of different bands, different genres and whatnot. So yeah, we're I guess we know enough to be dangerous at this point with what we're doing. So
Well, you've shared the stage with a lot of really great artists, and I was listening to your I can't ever say the word discography. Talk slower. I was listening to it all day at work today, and I was just listening sort of to the evolution of your sound and how things have developed. I know more recently you've been working with producer Chris Dawson. How would you say that things have changed for your sound since you guys started? Because it seems to be getting. It seems to me it's becoming it's becoming sharper.
yeah, I think really that's what we're aiming for. So I'm happy to hear that, and hopefully you got work done still while you were listening to our stuff.
I did.
But I can't listen to our music while I need to be productive. So yeah, it's really been a journey. We've been playing, like I said, in different kind of formats of this band for a while, and I think we unintentionally kind of locked ourselves into that local band mentality when we were a lot younger. And it wasn't until we really, like in 2018, our first album that we kind of tried putting out under this brand really was just kind of a continuation of our old band. We realized after the fact, so it's no longer in our catalog. But really, when we like 2018, we were lucky enough to get an opportunity to work with Eric Ron, who is like one of the biggest producers out there in the genre, and really just went into it. We've done things our way for so long. We're all really technical people. We've played, we're really into progressive music. We're really into metal. So, but we decided, what we've never done a good job of is writing good songs. Like, grab an acoustic guitar around a campfire. How does it sound? Do you need all those production elements to make it what it is? And I think, at least for Colin and I, we found we knew how to write good parts, but we really kind of struggled to break through that plateau of writing great songs. So I think what we hope people are taking away from our new, our kind of our evolution of our sound is we're honing in on the emotion, the vibe, and hooks and catches. That's really, and I think we've definitely seen that from our fans and the popularity of our songs, our streaming numbers, all that stuff. But it didn't come easy. We had to kind of get out of our own way which you'll see is a recurring theme with this whole album cycle, is getting out of our own way. So
Well, your last EP you just dropped in December. So it looks like from the artwork that I can see that you guys are working on your next one. I'm assuming Waterfall releases.
yeah, definitely. We're we're doing the things that we always talked about wanting to do, but haven't fully committed to. So yeah, the Waterfall release I know has been around a while. One of the biggest realizations we had, and one of the biggest mistakes we made, I feel like, is just we didn't put out enough content. I mean, the whole world changed with social media, and we just were slow as a band to change our ways to respond to that. And we saw, bands and friends that were putting out new songs once a month, and the whole like album format and all that stuff kind of became a thing for just big label bands that have a contractual obligation to do it. So, we're admittedly a little bit jaded in our ways. We're a little bit older, and so we grew up in the playing music in the 2000s where hustling CDs was a thing. So yeah, I think really that's like the biggest difference for us. And you'll see, I mean, we are committed to releasing music, and our release strategy is essentially on average every 4 to 6 weeks from here
That's
until
tight.
this time next year. So
That's
we're kind of
it's hard.
doing, yeah, it's aggressive. There's kind of a lot of stars had to align for us to be able to do this, but it's just we decided to step up to the challenge, and we have families and jobs and other stuff, so it's put a lot of strain on us as a band, and it's really challenging how much we really want to do this, but the reward is already kind of coming from a satisfaction standpoint. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys have been putting in the work though. As you guys have been going from like, okay, we're going to take this band seriously, right? There's that moment when you're like, you know what? We're going to turn the page. We're going to take it seriously. And you're going to start to work with people who are making moves, working with a producer or maybe working with a songwriter who can help elevate your sound. Working with Chris Dawson on this last track, how was that experience for you?
Yeah, it's been great. Chris, we were recommended to him by our buddy JT Ibanez, who directs a lot of our music videos. And we'd kind of experimented with some different producers after Eric Ron and had fun, but there was always just an element of us not quite getting to that unspeakable sound that we always were searching for, that we couldn't get on our own. So I'll never forget the first day we went out to Chris Dawson's place. It's like you're meeting someone new. I mean, he was in a very well-known band, Seasons After, which we oddly enough opened for many years ago, which we found out before we kind of knew what was going on there. But it was very, I'd say it was one of the rougher starts to working with a producer that we've ever had, because I think there was a lot of similarities there to how we approach things. And Chris is definitely one to not overstep his bounds. So it started off really slow, but on day, we were actually kind of like wondering how it was going to go. But on day 2, all of a sudden we started like resonating on the same frequency, so to speak, like as far as ideas, lyrics, melodies, and it ended up being like such a good fit for us for what we wanted to do, that we've had like 5 sessions with him now to try to compile all this stuff. We basically since a year and a half now we've been working with him, so it's been really great. And we've still got a little bit more work to do to finish the forthcoming full-length album, and we're it seems like we continue to push that with him every time, so we're very lucky to have him in our court.
I think, go ahead, Matt.
I was gonna say, I love it. There's a saying that we have on this show. If you're working with JT Ibanez and Chris Dawson, you're doing something right in the industry.
Yeah, that's good to hear. We were lucky enough to get connected with them again. After 2018, it's like we stuck around long enough and we made all the enough mistakes that, you know, God, universe, whatever was like, okay, these guys deserve a couple bones. So we got connected with some people that were actually starting to move the needle for us. And, you know, we're definitely the type of band that likes to, when we find something that works, we like to stick to it, and which can be a bad thing too. But yeah, I feel like we're right in the middle of something special right now. So.
Yeah, and you've got to find that fit. Like you said, like the day two, it sort of like gelled and it was a fit for you. You know, as a band and as a collective group, you've got to find the right fit and the right people to work with, like Ibanez for the videos, Chris Dawson or whatever. But Chris Dawson's amazing what he does, but potentially doesn't fit other people's ideas. You know what I mean? It's got to be a right fit for your band with the people you work with.
Absolutely. Truer words could not have been said, because, you know, you're sitting in a, you know, a dark studio for 14 hours a day. You know, the excitement wears off pretty quickly, and then you've got moments of despair, like trying to find the right lyric. But there's one thing that I always look for with people that we work with, and it's been very hard to find, which is why I'm so excited about, you know, the team we're working with now, is when the day is done, longest day, could have been 14-hour day from start to finish, whatever. You get home, you're chilling out, you know, having a drink, trying to unwind before trying to go to bed. You got early session the next day, and they send you a text. They're still working, their brain's still working, like, man, you know what? I think that lyric we came up with is really good. After all, we overthought it. And so just that extra little, like, thought and care that they put into it after hours is that's how we deal with our own music. So honestly, that's kind of a requirement for me to really get deep with anybody we work with, is that level of commitment. And honestly, I know if they're like me, they just can't help it. Like, once they get in that creative mode, even they get exhausted, take a beat, you're still wanting to work. You don't ever like just give up on the creative chapter that you're in.
No,
yeah.
And it's like JT Ibanez and Chris Dawson, we know them quite well. And I found from other bands that we've worked with, had on here and stuff like that, that they don't want to just get you in, get the product done, get you out again. They actually care about the band itself and the product that they're putting out, you know?
Yep. No, absolutely. And I think that's actually a challenge. I think it was kind of a challenge for us too, because, you know, especially when you've done things and you kind of know what you want, or you think you know what you want from a music video or whatever it is, a song. If you go in there with too solid of expectations with things, it can actually kind of sour the whole process. So we fortunately learned that lesson kind of by remote viewing, I guess, just from hearing from some other people that, you know, this person is helping kind of pull this vision out of us collectively. You know, sometimes it feels like they've got to drive things for a minute because we can't get out of our own way. But, you know, you're absolutely right. Like, that's exactly how it is.
A great producer pulls you out of the vacuum that you're stuck in. You know, they have that unbiased ear that can give you that feedback. So I'm happy to hear that is working out for you guys. I was stuck on Heresy today for quite a while. I absolutely loved it so much. But I also love your new song. What can you tell us about the song? Because we've got the video that we're ready to play. What can you tell us about it?
Awesome. Well, our lead singer will be very happy that you love Heresy, because that's his baby.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
That was actually one of the first songs that we recorded, just quick story, with him taking over lead vocal duty. So, which clearly you understand why we did that now, because I used to be the lead singer kind of with the previous format of the band. But anyway, that's a very special song to him, and it's super fun to play live. So hopefully you get to see it live sometime. But as far as our latest release, Bury It All, this song was very special to us from the onset. You know, for this record cycle, one thing that we've done a bad job on in the past is just committing enough time before our session to just come up with as many seeds of ideas as possible. You know, not complete ideas, but just like a vibe is what, you know, some guys like to call it. And that was one of those ideas that just kind of came to me during, I was able to, with my work schedule, to commit a lot more time than usual for this record cycle, and messing around with synths and stuff. But that idea kind of came quickly, and the guys were immediately excited about it, which doesn't always happen. So that song really came together quickly from a musical standpoint. Just having worked with Dawson, we all knew exactly what the song needed. But when it came to vocals, one of the big goals of mine personally, and I think as a band, and also Colin, is, our lead singer is like, he can seriously just do anything he wants to. And sometimes he, forgets that. So I kind of had a secret mission working with Chris to really push Colin to do a lot more. And I know Colin was up for it and he wants to also, but again, sometimes you don't really know how to get there on your own. So I think that Bury It All is such a great example of how Colin can bring in all these different textures and energies within a short amount of time. The screaming, the pushed vocals, the aggressive singing, the falsetto singing, the kind of just the middle energy, is like all that stuff is happening. And that's a new trick for us, I think, on this record, is really becoming more dynamic from a vocal standpoint. So we love the song.
Okay, well, Matt, let's rip it. Let's go.
Here is Wake Me, Bury It All, and you're listening to The Sound.
Your words, they bite into me. They're crawling in my mind.
We
Well, bang 'em.
ask, yeah, we ask so much of our vocalists these days, don't we? You know,
We
we,
do, man. The bar keeps getting set higher and higher with all the,
I
Noah
mean,
Sebastian and all these guys out there. So,
and plus, so much so that many bands now have two vocalists because
yep.
we're asking so much. So when you can find one that can actually do it all, it's a gift. It's really
No
hard to
doubt.
find.
It
It's
is
really,
for sure. Like it, when it comes to vocalists, a vocalist can make or break your band, in my opinion.
oh, absolutely.
Totally
Yeah,
agree.
absolutely. Yeah, I think it was beautiful execution. JT did a brilliant job as always. I don't think I've ever seen a video from him that wasn't great. And the song is fantastic. You guys sound incredible. I know that you just came off of a short run.
Mhm.
I didn't see any plans though for the future. Do you
Yeah,
have,
no,
I'm sure you have stuff in the hopper that you probably can't discuss, but
we do, but admittedly, that's probably our area of most opportunity is the touring bit. Just from a booking agency standpoint. So we're the we feel like we're kind of getting our act together and got good kind of everything else sort of dialed in, but we've got a lot of irons in the fire as far as trying to get better touring opportunities for us, and so that's an area of improvement that we're looking to really push. So we do have some things that we're working on, nothing like super groundbreaking. We're talking with a couple of managers of bands, but it's that whole world is tricky right now. I'm sure you guys have seen just ticket
it's
sales
awful.
here in Denver and everything. So we're trying not to get too wrapped up in that. It's important to us, and I think it's one of our strengths is our live performance. We've been able to hone our live show over the years and played with some of the biggest bands out there. But that being said, I think we're really focused on making sure we don't drop the ball from a resource standpoint and from a time standpoint on the social media game, the making sure these releases are going great, making sure all of our PR stuff is everything that we can do. So that's kind of where it is right there. So.
A lot of people don't, from the fan perspective, they don't realize how much work actually goes into just creating a song. Never mind, and all the things that have to go with it, right? You've got to pitch it to Spotify. What is it like? What, 2 months in advance? You've got to go ahead. You've got to make sure all those things are happening. So literally, a song can take you from start to finish. It can take you a year, hopefully less, but it can take you a year. You've got to make content. And how much content do you have to make? A ton of it. You have to make, because social media is literally like clean underwear. It's one-time use. So no matter what you're doing, you've got to have, I don't know, 21 reels, 3-4 weeks worth of content just for a single for you to be able to promote it. You've got to have all those other things in place. They all have to fall together at the same time. And it's a lot of work for a band. People, I don't think from the fan perspective actually realize, like they watch a reel that's maybe 20 seconds and they're like, oh, that took 5 seconds. No, it didn't. No, it did not take 5 seconds.
Why do I feel like I'm in a business meeting right now with you?
I'm sorry. I just feel like from the fan perspective, they don't realize how much work goes into that. They had to go to where JT is. They had to film that video. Then they have to wait for JT to do his magic, although he's pretty quick, and then they have to figure out how they're going to cut it up, how they're going to use it. They have to get someone to do that. It's a lot of work. And so when you're also doing double duty, say at a day job, and then you have a family on top of it, it's a lot of stress.
Yeah. And not only that, it's a lot of money.
It is. It's expensive.
Especially being an independent band where you haven't got, like you said earlier with the, an album for these established artists that are signed to huge record labels and stuff. It's kind of what they want because they get the streaming and stuff like that. For an independent artist, just to put an album out is thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. I think that's really, what our big focus has been. You can't just half-ass it anymore. Like if you really want to push your band. And so like the way I look at it, we've had to build kind of a machine to generate content, because we can't just on a whim get all 4 guys together to like, hey, let's just after work. It's like, no, everyone's schedules. I mean, it's unbelievable how hard it is to even get rehearsals scheduled. So it takes a while to build the machine and to spool it up. And I think we're getting somewhere finally with it. We're really excited, but you are totally on top of that. It's tough, and it's, yeah, the whole the way the world is. I mean, it's just a new era. I mean, things will change, people change, but there's a big not misunderstanding, but just there's a bliss out there, I think, for consumers and for fans that, if they're not, you have to, for your favorite band to really feel your support, you have to go out of your way. I mean, you have to
Yeah.
go to their merch, you have to spend tons on tickets to go see them live. It's not just a matter of, just showing up and listening to their song once, or calling
No.
in the radio station, so.
No. And
No.
before I came this side of the industry, when I was a fan, I had no idea about what goes into just, like Lisa said, just creating a reel, just creating the music, going and paying for these producers and videographers and everything that goes along, especially, and social media. Like, how do you manage that within the band with having to wear so many hats nowadays?
Great question. And actually, I mentioned earlier, the stars kind of aligned for all this. It's a personal story to me, but I had a family member. My dad got really ill this time last year, and I was already kind of at a point to where at my job where I was kind of ready for a change. We're still working hard on band stuff, but the stars kind of aligned for me to take a step back, mostly so I could focus on helping my family through challenging time. Fortunately, that kind of stabilized pretty quickly. And I just said, you know what, I have an opportunity here that I haven't had since I got my first job out of college. I'm just going to commit myself, personally, and help sort of build the machine like I was talking about. So really for almost a year now, I've been able to focus a lot more of my time than usual on getting all these things going. And, certainly everyone in the band is doing everything they can, but that's really what's making it happen. We're self-managed for right now. And, we've got a lot of great people like JT and Chris and, Joey Bradford and others that have kind of given us a lot of good advice. So we're really just trying to walk the walk at this point. We know what we need to do, just a matter of doing it. And I've kind of taken that upon myself, just being blessed with the opportunity that I have to be able to do it and, leave it all on the table. Like we're the thing we've kind of told ourselves about this is, we should treat this like it's our magnum opus. Like you never know what can happen. When you get into, 30s, 40s, you never know when your last show is going to be. You never know when maybe that was the last song you put out. So like, hey, let's go into this and give it truly everything we've got. And I think that has really injected a new energy into it. It's been hard at times for sure. But that's just, it's raw and it's real. The pain that you hear in all these songs, the tired nights, being away from family, all that stuff is real.
So if you could go back and talk to your 14-year-old self, what's the advice that you would give yourself about being a musician?
Ooh, man, that's a good one. That's actually when I started really seriously playing guitar, when I was 14. So good. That's a good pick there. Honestly, I think for me personally, the way I approached the instrument was from pure passion. Like I didn't want to learn how to play cover like famous songs. I wanted to write my own music out of the gate. I just wanted to learn how to make that sound, that power chord sound, and get the distortion going. And that really served me great into my early 20s when I really started playing with bands, and started really being able to do some things. I think I would prepare myself that you are going to become kind of arrogant in your own ways, because it's kind of like a self-diagnostic, like, hey, I love this, so that means it's right and it's good. And, you know what I mean? Because it's catharsis. Like, and I think it wasn't until, and this is the concept of our record, by the way. It wasn't until I kind of stepped outside myself Really, like I said, in like 2018, setting our egos aside, setting our our identities of what it means to be a good guitar player, what it means to be a good singer, and really just commit ourselves to making the best art possible as a collective. That to me, that's the most important thing. That's a long answer to a short question, but I would just say prepare yourself. You're doing great for about 6 years, but once you get into your early 20s, you're going to need to really expedite getting out of your own way. So
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're fighting as a band. Like most bands, you know, people, again, from the fan perspective, think that this takes 5 minutes. Oh, they were just a band, like they just developed 2 years ago. No, that's not true. You know,
Yeah.
it takes a solid decade of extremely hard work and being broke and everything else to try to really, you know, pull the people who are passionate about this out of the, you know,
Right.
the coal and bring them to the surface. You know
It's
what I
like-
mean? It's hard work.
It's like touring, like independent bands and that. Like fans think it's all glitz and glam and whatever you want on the if you're Metallica, right?
Right.
But being an independent band, it's like sleeping in the vans, sleeping in motels, and really roughing it and eating junk food because you can't afford to eat properly because you know gas prices are ridiculous right now and stuff like that. You know, and the fans just don't see it. So go to a show, buy the tickets, buy the merch, do the things, and help these bands, you know, get on their way in their journey.
Yeah, amen to that.
So if people, I know you can't really tell us what's coming up next, but if people are looking to keep their eye out for you guys, where is the best place to find you?
I can tell you quite a bit, actually.
Oh,
'cause we're
please
we're
do.
independent, right? We're in control, right? So
We are.
yeah.
Oh no, here we go.
Oh, boy.
God's sake.
No,
What is next? What can you tell us?
Yeah, so and we actually haven't found a great way to formally like announce this, but we've released the second single of our forthcoming full-length album, which is going to be called The Collapse. The concept of the album is, as I was alluding to, is ego death, and both in like kind of the classical sort of psychological philosophical sense, but also just in the modern sense, and it resonates with each of us band members kind of in different ways, personally and collectively. So that's coming, most likely dropping in around March, which is going to be 11 songs. And this is we haven't, again, shared this information yet. We're still kind of working on the rollout campaign for that. It's going to be broken up into 2 EPs. We're halfway through our first EP called The Void. So the second EP is going to be called The Fracture. And so, as I mentioned, we're going to be releasing songs on average every 4 to 6 weeks. If we get lucky enough to really get some momentum on radio, we'll have to put plans on hold. Which is a desirable outcome. But other than that, outside of a massive hit, we're just going to be churning out new material. And, again, to really leave it all on the table, we did this cool thing a couple years ago with JT, where we filmed, we acted and kind of helped him film a short film that he had already kind of set up in his studio for a song called Cold Blooded that we worked on with Brandon Soller of Atreyu. So we had this kind of standalone short film that was, inspired from the movie Seven, that we also released a music video with. If you haven't seen it, it's on our YouTube. It's pretty fun, super fun. We got to act in it, and but that really that was like such a cool experience for us. We've been talking back and forth with JT about, hey, let's do another big project. Like, let's do something big. That's more than just a music video. And so we decided we produced and wrote a short film centered around the concept of ego death that we're still in the act of filming right now and about to go to editing. JT's doing everything. We hired actors out of Seattle and LA. We had makeup artists. Like we're just kind of like doing it.
It sounds like an episode for Black Mirror.
Honestly, that's actually pretty insightful revelation, because that's sort of the vibe that that we're
Ugh.
going for with it. There's definitely a dark, ominous vibe to what we're doing, and I'm really excited to kind of see how the short film kind of turns out, because it's definitely JT's directing style, which is very David Fisher, like that's like his inspiration. So we came to him with an idea, and then he helped us mold it into something that he would make great. So really that storyline that you guys will get to see eventually here, we're most likely going to release during the second EP, The Fracture. We'll start doing some teasers here soon, but all the music videos that we're doing along the way, including Bury It All, are extensions of that short film universe. So like the guy that's his marriage went upside down in the Bury It All video, that's actually, once everything comes out, that's supposed to be sort of the previous life of the main character in the short film. It explains kind of something that gets mentioned in the short film. So we're kind of teasing things backwards here, but yeah. And then on top of that, we're just like, you know what, let's document this whole process properly. Let's hire someone. Well, our old bass player is a video documentarian. So he's been following us everywhere. He went on tour with us. He been to all the photo shoots, all the filming, the recording studio, and he's putting together just like documenting this whole kind of effort that we're doing. So when I say we're doing a lot of stuff, it's like really a lot.
Content for months,
Right.
months and months. Yes.
The
Hell
way
yeah. It
people
reminds me of
make-
Ghost with like their little stories that they have.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
about,
Yeah.
it sort of reminds me
Yeah.
of that.
And that's what I love with like music videos, like Bury It All. You're telling a story. You're not just stood there playing instruments. There's
Mhm.
And that's what I want from music videos or these short films is give me your narrative of what is going on in your head visually with the song,
Yeah, and actually, and furthermore, it's really important to us that at least one of us like really emotionally connects with what we're doing, because it's just kind of a basic requirement for us to keep going on this. But our bass player just that song is like really important to him, because he actually just recently went through a pretty painful divorce and stuff.
Ugh.
So like that's kind of
hard.
why, sort of how we, again, stars are aligning. Like we had this idea to tell us a pre-story about the main character, but then like, well, holy cow, our bass player is actually going through this, or just went through this. So it's super meaningful to us, and also it's a standalone piece of art, which is also the goal. We don't want to be so complicated that people are like, what are these guys on? So
Whatever it is, I want some. It's I love the concept. I think it's great. I love that you're that forward thinking about your whole process and the product that you're going to roll out. I mean, again, here we are back again about how long it actually takes to make something like this happen, and that's how far in advance you have to think about it. So I applaud you for your foresight and your effort on that. I can't wait to see how this rolls out. It sounds very exciting.
Us either. We're probably a little bit behind. We're releasing music kind of before we've told people what's happening, but it's coming together. And I think in the next couple weeks, you'll start to see a lot more stuff coming out there that ties everything in. So we're super pumped.
I look forward to it. If people are looking for you on the socials, where can they find Wake Me most active?
Yes, we are most active on Instagram and TikTok right now. Our handle's at Wake Me Official. Yeah, that's kind of the best place. But we also, of course, Wake Me Official is our handle pretty much everywhere. So we're most on Facebook, which is going to be where most of our kind of highly produced content is really going to live. And TikTok, if you're interested in more behind the scenes raw content, interviews, stuff like that, that's gonna most of that stuff's gonna live on TikTok and YouTube. So
okay, well, thank you so much for your time. I've really enjoyed our conversation. This has been awesome.
I'm excited to finally tell the story of what's going on, because it's just not enough time, usually short format stuff. So thank you guys for having us on. Thanks for playing our stuff and recording. We love what you guys do, and we actually we're aware of the channel, and a lot of Chris Dawson's bands have come through here, and so we're super happy and thankful to have the opportunity to talk with you.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome. Take
Well,
care.
then I guess
Thank
we'll
you,
see you later.
Justin.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Right.
Oh man,
What a
that was
dude.
awesome. What an awesome interview.
Yeah, great. I love it.
It was. It was incredible. He was fantastic. I
on
love
the
interviews
subject
like
of,
that.
Chris Dawson, and I think he is still tuning in. He said he's working and watching. Dude, we
I've
need to get
got-
you back on.
I feel like I have literally every single Chris Dawson band shit behind me.
Right?
Seriously. I mean,
We love that
behind
dude.
me, just look behind me. Chris Dawson.
Yeah, I think
All
we need
of
to
it.
get him back when he's, I know he's a busy man, but I think we need to get him back on and talk about, what he's been up to, he's been working with.
Oh yeah, we need to have him back. We
Okay,
haven't
we need
interviewed
to
him
get
in
him back on.
years.
Yeah, it's
I
been a
haven't.
while.
I interviewed Chris Dawson back when I was just like a guest here, like standing in, right? Which
Wow.
is like, yeah, like in the episodes, like in the 70s. Like this is years and years and years ago. That's how long it's been. So Dawson, hey, so come back on.
Yeah, I'll drop you a
So-
message, dude.
Yeah, we'll drop you a message. We would love to have him back on and talk to him. He's just a great guy. All right, so where are we at? We've got grudge match results that we have to get to. Have you been counting, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. And?
Currently tied.
Oh.
So if anyone wants to drop video number 1 or video number 2 in the
Yep.
comments, that already hasn't dropped video number 1 or video number 2
You're
in the
right.
comments.
Right. Yep. Call your
Yeah,
mom,
have
call
it.
your dad, call Call your
because I need a
friends.
winner.
Yeah, we need a winner. We can't move forward. So please take care of that for
No,
us.
You're just gonna have to sit and stare at us for the rest of the evening.
No, you're not. No one wants to look at us that long. Okay. There it is.
Here we go.
We got the
And-
tiebreaker.
The winner is Kingdom Collapse Survivor.
Yep. Survivor by Kingdom Collapse will be in the grudge match next week. Speaking of which, we are live again. I believe next week. It's next week?
Yes.
Let me look. Wait, let me double check because
No, it is because Kevin got the date wrong on the
let me look
ad map.
because
um,
I was scheduling. Okay, wait.
I wanna say-
Yes, Wednesday, May 27th, we are going to be interviewing Garbage Girlfriend. Please tune in for this. Every single member of this band is under the age of 18.
Yeah, 18
This
or
is,
under.
and that's not why I want you to tune in. God, that just came out wrong, didn't it? So, gosh, I'm just going to go to bed.
How much have you had to drink?
Water, everything, like literally, this is a brand new band. Please go check them out on Spotify. They're a great rock act.
Yeah, their
We're
music's
excited
great.
to talk to them. It's going to be a great interview, new music that we want to show you, new artists that we want to show you and feature. So please tune in with us next week where Kingdom Collapse will face a new challenger. So
Which Kevin will decide, and I'm hoping Kevin will be back next week because I won't be on.
right. Hopefully Ken will be back next week. He had Jazzercise. It's like a mixed tap dance Jazzercise. So he was busy.
Yeah, and,
No worries.
Jared-
So
Jared's been kidnapped somewhere for.
yes,
months.
Jared has been kidnapped for ransom. We are currently
Yeah, we're
trying
just
to
not
raise
putting up the
funds.
ransom. He's not worth it.
Okay. Anyway, so thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you being here. We'll
We love
see
you
you
all.
next week. Have a good night.
Bye bye.